Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day? I think not. Hey, welcome back to Good Guardian Canine Working Dog. My name is Alton. Someone would have to be able to show me the glory within the killings, the murders, the atrocities, the injustice, the lies that are told to the people, to the children, young men and women, the boys and girls of poor families that are tossed into war and losing their lives and being amputated and coming home, some of them, completely traumatized by the atrocities of war and have to live with that, with minimum to no assistance of recuperation from the governments. Someone would have to be able to show me the glory within that for me to say Happy Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day? I think not. What it is thank you to these people. Thank you to the families. As I live in Canada, my sincere thanks and heartfelt thanks to the Canadian war vets and my appreciation to them for sacrificing their lives and sacrificing their time and their convenience, their comforts to defend this great country. Thank you also to your families as well, and my condolence to the families as well who's lost so many loved ones to war. For me to say Happy Veterans Day to all of the war vets would be an insult in my opinion. What is there to be happy about actually? Even though I don't live in America, I am not blind to what happens there, as the world keep its eye on America. For what I have seen personally, no matter how much blood is shed for the glory of America by its brave soldiers, no matter how much sweat runs from their backs as they defend America, even with their very lives, no matter how many of the sons and daughters of the poor citizens of America give their lives defending the privilege that only the elites and the lazy wealthy can afford, still there is no real gratitude shown to the families of these veterans. And as for the veterans themselves, America cares zero. The only real glory is in themselves, knowing that they were brave and sacrificed and subjected themselves to hell for the chance of a brighter future for their children, families, friends, and neighbors. America treats its war veterans worse than the enemies they went to fight and defend America against. Do you know how many veterans come home to homelessness? Too many to count. In the same America they went to fight and defend, many sit on the side of the road begging for loose change, while the government sits in three-piece suits in leather seats, arguing over the color of poppies and the price of coffee. I personally know a war vet that came home from the war after giving most of his life for America's privileges. He came home and had nothing, not even coverage in his health insurance, nothing at all. He had to go and get a regular job, just like everybody else, as if he's done nothing for the country and the privileges of the rich they afforded by his sweat and blood. And he had to go and get a regular job, and it was as if he was begging for the job. But he worked that job diligently until he reached the age of retirement, and they fired him a day before retirement so that he would not be entitled to his pension. That is the type of America these veterans are fighting for and dying for. And that is the kind of gratitude that they come home to. What a disgrace. But he never complained. He never complained. He picked up the pieces and he moved on. And he's still struggling even today. Thank you to all the vets is what should be said. Not Happy Veterans Day. I don't think so. There's nothing happy about it. Nothing at all. So many of these war vets come home. No family is there. There's no after programs to help them deal with the psychological traumas that they faced in the war or in whatever situation they found themselves in when they were deployed. Nothing when they come home. A lot of them, by the time they come home, if they're married, their wives are long gone, divorced, because they can't handle the circumstance that they're left with when their husbands are gone. Thank you to all the wives who have to give up their husbands while America attempts to satisfy its greed. Thank you to all the husbands who have to come to terms with their wives going off to war. I genuinely believe the families of war vets, the close personal family, their children and their wives, the children and their husbands, should be taken care of by the government of America. The families should be taken care of. Yes, the family should be taken care of and shown gratitude. Thank you to all the children who had to grow up without fathers because America's government thinks it makes more sense for fathers to go off and fight for the privilege of the rich while the children remain unprotected by the family's protector, the father figure. America's treatment of its war veterans is beyond a disgrace. Happy Veterans Day? I think not. Thank you to all the veterans is more like it. And from me to all the vets, from Good Guardian Canine Working Dog, more than just dogs, thank you to all the veterans of America. And thank you to all the veterans and families around the world who sacrifice and give up their families so that others, the citizens of a country, can have a better chance at life or a safer life. Lest we forget, thank you to all the veterans around the world.